Are you always losing your motivation and never making any real progress towards your goals? Hi, I'm Chayla. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you the #1 secret to staying motivated. So how does motivation normally go? It seems like it normally goes like this. As soon as you set your goal or start your project, motivation is high. You're ready to go, you are pumped, you're ready to tackle everything. And so when you first start that project, you are getting up, getting work in, you're getting it done. The next week, you're still getting it done, just not with the same enthusiasm as before. And then maybe the next week you miss a day, maybe 2 days. And then all of a sudden you realize that you haven't worked on your project in a week. And then you're like, I'll get to it later, I'll get to it later, I'll get to it later. And then all of a sudden it never gets done. Your motivation started out real high and then ended up non-existent. And that's how it normally goes. So let's start off with a little story time. In 2015, I was working in a government office in a cubicle. I had this degree in graphic design that was calling my name, and I wasn't able to really use it because jobs weren't available in that field for someone fresh out of college. And so I was working in this cubicle and I was hating life. Sometimes I didn't want to get up out of bed and go to work. And as a 25-year-old just starting their life, this was just not acceptable to me. Since I didn't have a mortgage and I didn't have a car payment and my husband was on board, I quit my job and I started my own business. I started a business in graphic design and branding, started putting together my website. I started building my blog, and sometimes I just didn't feel up to doing the work. Sometimes it was really hard for me to sit down at my desk and do the daunting task of trying to find clients. The thing that was keeping me going, the thing that was putting my butt in that chair was the thought that I did not want to go back to my old job. And so whenever times got tough, whenever I didn't want to get dressed for the day, whenever Netflix was calling my name, whenever I just didn't feel like it, the only thing I had to fall back on was I don't really want to go back to my old job. And in my mind, I knew that if I had to go back and get a day job, it wouldn't be my old job. So the thing that was keeping me going really wasn't a reason at all. Since I didn't have this fuel to keep me going, my business failed. I ended up having to go back to a day job that I didn't really like either, but that's just how it all worked out. And that's why I want to tell you this. It's really important that in order to stay motivated, in order to stay on track to what you want to do, you need to have a reason why, a big why. You need to have something that you can fall back on, that you can think of when you do not feel like doing what you need to do. Now, I don't work in a cubicle. I'm working for myself. And what's motivating me every day is something far different than having to go back to my day job. Since then, I've become a mom. My beautiful Jackie is about 18 months now. I know that when I tell her that she can be anything, that I want to mean it. I want to be an example to her of what is possible so that whatever she wants to do in the future, she has seen an example that if you set something, you set a big goal, that you can actually achieve it. And that is the reason why I'm committed to making my business work. I'm committed to finding clients that I can help and make a difference with. And so when I don't feel like doing client work, or I don't feel like posting on Instagram, or I don't feel like sitting down at my desk, now I have a reason. Do I really want to show my daughter that if you have big goals, throw them away? Take what's easy. Take the easy route. That's not what I want to teach her. And so in order for you to get off the couch, to not click, still watching when that sticker, that button comes up on Netflix, you need to have a reason why. Now, I know that sounds basic, but we often give basic answers to the question why. So if I use my tried and true blogger example, someone might ask you, why are you starting a blog? Your answer might be, I just want to make extra income. That's cool. That's an admirable reason to start a blog. But when you're trying to get up early and trying to spend an hour each day blogging, extra income doesn't sound that flashy. It can always be put off. But what you need to do is ask yourself why a number of times to get down to that root reason why you're doing it. Is that your reason of creating extra income for your family? It's figuring out what that means. Why do you want extra income? So that my family can go on vacation. Why did you want your family to go on vacations? And so on and so forth. And so asking yourself why at least 5 times, the best number is 7 times, will help you get to that real compelling reason why. So if I'm gonna give you a real life example of something that I'm working on, and that is creating a morning routine. So I took the time to go through the exercise and ask myself why 7 times to figure out why I wanted to create a morning routine. And I'm going to share that with you. Why do I want to create a morning routine? So that I can start the day off on the right foot. Why do I want to start the day off on the right foot? Because I want to feel accomplished at the end of every day. Why? I want to create a sense of momentum in my life. Why? So that I can stop writing the same goals down every month because I didn't make any progress on them. Why? I'm tired of feeling stuck and stagnant, and I want to feel excited. I want to feel excited every time I get up in the morning. Why do I want to feel excited? Because I want to be a great wife to my husband and a great mom to my daughter. And why? One last reason why. Because I want to give my daughter the kind of childhood that I didn't have as a child. So I went through all the reasons why. I asked myself why 7 times. And if I compare that first why to the last why, it's a big difference. The first why was starting the day off on the right foot. And then the last one was giving my daughter a childhood that I didn't get to have. And so if I'm going to compare those two, when I don't feel like getting up, when I don't feel like doing what I promised myself I would do, saying that I'm going to start the day off on the right foot is not very motivating. But saying that I want to create a childhood for my daughter that I didn't get to have, now that is motivating, and that will compel me to do what I promised myself I would do. It's very important for you to go through this exercise and ask yourself the reason why 5 times, or even better, 7 times in a row. So now you know the secret to staying motivated is knowing the one true reason why you're trying to do what you're trying to do. To help you figure out your one reason why, I've created a worksheet for you. To get the worksheet, all you have to do is click the link down in the description, enter your name and email, and I will send the worksheet to your inbox. If you like this video, I would love it if you would click the red subscribe button down below, and in the comments, let me know what's the one big reason why you're doing what you're trying to do. Thanks for watching. Bye.